Hey, I am Jan, and today we will be going over our new PvP map, the Fort Hotel. Originally starting off just as a hotel level, after some playtesting, I have decided to enhance this map's identity by adding a certain mini military base to it, as you can see, so that there is this idea that a certain military force has came into this place for a siege. Narratively, this section of the map is covered with plenty of military supplies, which mechanically serve as good cover. The windowed half wall here is an excellent choice for all frontal attacks, especially from those coming from above. As we head towards the corner, we see that this place used to be a hotel receptionist section with couches and chairs, but now it has been re-altered to serve as a military stockpile, where we can see these shelves up front below the stairs, once again serving as cover and also semi-preventing vision. It also creates this really nice choke point here, which can be used for close combat executions. The goal with this corner of the map was to offer as much internal cover as possible. Here we see the windows, which serve for close range combat, especially to shoot at those other covers. And then we have the shelf section here, so this is a good section to protect once again, especially from enemies who made it to the outer covers. And then for the long range distraction, we got our functional M60 turret here settled on the window. With infinite ammo and a crazy fire rate, the light machine gun is a very destructive force for all frontline encounters. However, the covers of the frontal view has been structured in a way that you cannot really shoot to the other section of the map. You can only shoot through and have vision for incoming encounters and a good portion of the above atrium. So, the light machine gun's main purpose here is to serve as a reliable defensive position for snipers and other invaders coming from above and leveraging the high ground. Speaking of the high ground, Team A's easiest way to access the stairs has a semi-cover for protection, and then another cover in mid-between so that you don't instantly get shot by the enemies up top. You can then climb through the cover to reach the second floor, aka the atrium bar. The bar is the most symmetrical part of our map. Though the slim openings here are not the greatest for shooting, it offers an excellent opportunity to use explosives to surprise your opponents behind the said cover. The bar, placed in the exact center of the map, serves as excellent position to shoot your enemies who are also using this bar to raid, and to both sides of the semi-cover you can easily go through some close combat action and hopefully make it to the other side, where you can now use these ends where you can't walk through them, but you can shoot through them, which allows you to eliminate any enemies that were perched up here. Moving on, let's have a good nice view on this section of our map here, the military part, where you can use your assault rifle and other longer ranged weapons to ambush the opponents that are waiting there. As you can see, you can easily shoot through the rails. The rails still have an hitbox, so you have to make sure that you are shooting through the gaps. It is important to remember that though you have the high ground advantage, they can also shoot through the rails, meaning that you don't really have as much cover here as you would like to. Next up, let's go to the other corner of our map where we see, instead of our military base, we have a commercial corner, which provides us with a good glimpse on how this hotel actually looked before the military siege began. We see that we have plenty of shelves here which serve as cover as well as a section for residents to purchase items in. And here we have the central reception, where we have one table for the current residents and another table on the military entrance, which serves for the new guests. In addition to that, the resident walls here for the employees are not only good concealment, but also excellent cover, which turns the center a fortress position to safeguard for either team. Aside from the couches, the side section which corners the military base is to be made empty on purpose so that the attackers do not have as much cover when invading this section of the enemy team. Instead of military supplies, this section of the map instead focuses on using commercial furniture as cover, like a makeshift defense position where we can see the shelves here offer us to freely move inwards towards the map where we can shoot through the reception or to the other sides of the pillars. And then we can safely go to the stair back here where we can use a reception table to have some cover. And though there aren't any military supplies here, it would not be fair if we did not give them a turret to defend themselves as well. Though this turret does not have as much cover to protect itself, it also means it has more vision, both up and bottom, meaning that as long as you can protect yourself, you will have a better chance to shoot down any attackers or high ground intruders. This is also the same scenario with the stair cover here, where you don't really have a choke point, but what you do have is a good semi-defense position to shoot with a better angle. And here is our hidden spot where you can just camp in the corner if you may. And aside from our environmental view here, you can also climb through these shelves and land into the internal shop area where the enemy will be most vulnerable. And that concludes our overview of the Fort Hotel. Thank you again for joining me. This will be the last level video for this course, but I will still see you next time. Take care and goodbye.